Yo, what is going on, everybody? Today's trade recap will be for my funded account. We are up $616 today. Could have went up 1,000, but we took our profits because I had a little bit of a loss yesterday and didn't want to quite be in drawdown, to be honest, because I'm about to take out a payout. So we were really conservative with it. And yeah, let me just do the trade recap for today. Earlier today in Asia session, I was trying to forward test what's it called? We swept previous day highs in Asia session, and then we ended up coming down here. We formed a 4-hour bearish fair value gap, and we formed a 4-hour bearish gap, and then right here at about 120, we had this high, which we ended up having a 15-minute SMT at about pre-market this morning before AM session, and then we had a 5-minute inverse fair value gap coming out of it. So during pre-market, I was looking to take shorts off of this 15-minute SMT, and we actually had okay targets down here. We had London lows, and then we had I think we had some equal lows down here. Well, no, we had this 4-hour unfilled that I was targeting as well, which, as you can see, I didn't actually end up taking the trade all the way. I should have definitely kept the trade all the way and stuck to my draw, and then we would have hit this 4-hour unfilled and then bounced back up. But I didn't. So let's focus on what we did do, though. We went break even at this internal low. Had this 1-hour sell side. London lows were also 1-hour lows, and then trying to explain the trade idea. So yeah, we also swept London highs with this 15-minute SMT. So this was a pretty high confidence trade, right? We had pretty good confidence, pretty good conviction going into this. There's honestly pretty simple stuff here. Had this 15-minute SMT. You see right here during this is 30 right here. We dumped forming this 5-minute inverse fair value gap, which is actually, if this was during actual AM session, I would have taken this trade right here down. It would have been a 1-3 risk to reward. Honestly, probably would have been like a 1-6. But I'm trading with one contract right now, so if so, I would have taken TP1 here, and then I would have taken TP2 at 4-hour unfilled. But today we just took it down like right up down here. We didn't even take it at the 200 ticks. We took it down at the 1-hour sell side and London lows. So kind of bouncing around. We had 9:30 market open. Market open was a little bit wild. I was expecting for a liquidity run up and then for us to dump, and that's exactly what happened. As you can see, we had a little move up, and then we dumped, and then I got in right here at about another 5-minute inversion. I'm pretty sure, or it was a 5-minute, 2-minute, or 3-minute. It was an inversion. It was a 2-minute inversion. So I got in off that 2-minute and 3-minute inversion. I think we had the 5-minute inversion. Let me check. It was might have been a 4-minute. It was a 4-minute inversion. Okay. So I got in at that 4-minute inversion. Stop loss at the 15-minute SMT high. And then we did have equal lows sitting here on this SMT on 5-minute time frame. Did we have them on the 15-minute? No, we didn't. So the reason I didn't care about these equal highs right here is because the equal highs were on the 5-minute, the SMT was on the 15-minute. This was a pretty strong SMT. I was expecting this to hold, and it was within my bias. So yeah, and then I was kind of neutral on my bias because I knew that if we held on to this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, I would then be bullish. And we actually did end up inversing this like probably right after this move actually. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple stuff. I didn't quite go break even yet on this play because I actually went break even at, let's see, I put my stop trying to remember. Oh, I remember. Once we hit that, I put my stop at the 5-minute fair value gap, the 5-minute version all the way up here. So that's why. And then, trade was kind of bouncing around. Once we formed this big SMT right here, I moved my stop loss to the SMT right there. So this was about what I was targeting. And then I actually ended up getting out right there on the 1-hour sell side. I should have held this trade. I honestly really should have held this trade keep going down, and unfortunately I didn't, because I would have been able to catch 200. I would have been able to catch 1,000 to like 1.5k, but we took our profits for today. It was a pretty good trade, pretty good conviction. It was bearish with my bias, 15-minute SMT, 5-minute inversion fair value gap, as long as a 2-minute inversion. Just a lot of inversion fair value gaps, and just break even at internal highs, internal lows, or trailing stop. And then, yeah, it was pretty simple. We did end up hitting this 4-hour unfilled, and the 4-hour unfilled held. And then, as you guys can see, for like the rest of the day, like if I just get off the thing, we did this 4-hour fair value gap actually did end up holding, and we inversed this bearish 4-hour, and then we're probably gonna go all the way up to all-time highs now. So yeah, that was a trade for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will be out with another recap soon.